Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt and I do like video games, and today's video might be a little short. I'm not entirely sure yet. Don't know exactly what I'm going to say. I just need to go on a little bit of a rant about Redfall, okay? So let's hop right into it. Now, if you've been paying attention the last few days, you'll notice that we've finally started to get some previews for Redfall, and it's looking pretty damn promising. Now, I'm an Arcane fanboy. That's not news to anybody who watches this channel on a regular basis, or at all, I guess I could say. We've got folks saying that it's the best gunplay that Arcane has ever done, and considering the fact that I really enjoyed Deathloop's gunplay, if this is even better than that, then that's fantastic. And there's evidence to suggest that that's probably true, considering the fact that id Software has come in and helped them hone in on the gun mechanics in this game, and I'm very excited to see that in action. And then you've got Redfall's game director Harvey Smith, who by the way is just a legend in the games industry at this point, saying that the game is a mix between Far Cry 2 and Stalker with an Arcane twist, and again, that has me thrilled. And even with these new previews for Redfall that we're getting, we see people like VGC. Video Games Chronicle came out and said that Redfall is going to be a, quote, utterly engrossing single-player experience. Guys, I'm ecstatic. I'm thrilled. I cannot wait. But all of this great news, all this fantastic news is being overshadowed by one thing. Just one thing. And you're wondering, what's that one thing, Matt? What's the one thing that's overshadowing all of this great news about Arcane and their newest FPS game, Redfall? I am not joking when I show you this tweet here. This is a tweet from Shinobi. Shinobi is an awesome dude. He's not involved in the console war bullshit at all. He's just a great dude. He's just literally tweeting what was said, okay? He says, a PS5 version of Redfall was in development, then canceled, confirms Arcane director Harvey Smith. He says, we were acquired by Microsoft and it was a change with a capital C. They came in and they said no PS5, we're focusing on Xbox, PC, and Game Pass. Now, me personally, when I see that, I can't imagine that anybody with any inkling of common sense is surprised by this. It's hard for me to fathom that anybody read that and was like, wow, I can't believe that happened, right? Well, you would be wrong, because there's a lot of people apparently without any common sense. I mean, there's people on YouTube, prominent YouTubers, are like furious about this, or up in arms, or upset, or whatever you would like to call it. They've made videos on this, showing their frustrations. And of course, I'm not going to name names here. That's not what I do. This isn't a drama channel. But I saw one of these videos on Twitter, and the guy was asking the question, okay, if Microsoft does this with this game, who's to say they won't do it with Call of Duty? He pleads, he begs, he asks for answers to the question, what's the difference between this and Call of Duty? Now, if we use just a little bit of common sense, a very small amount of common sense,
damn, those sons of bitches are close,
we will find out that the difference between this situation and something like Call of Duty is the fact that for Call of Duty, they are signing literal, legally binding contracts saying that they can't do things like this. That it is illegal for them to do things like this once that contract is signed. Now, as far as I'm aware, there is no contract saying that they need to bring Bethesda games to PlayStation, outside of the contractual obligations that they already had for things like Deathloop, things like Ghostwire Tokyo. You've obviously got the things like Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76. Outside of stuff like that, there's no contractual obligations. Oh, maybe Indiana Jones as well. That probably will go to PlayStation, I would assume. But really, guys, all this video is I think it's silly, and I just want to say that. I want to say that on video. You guys know I don't get really involved in the console war stuff here on this channel because I don't like it. It's not fun. It's not a way I want to spend my time. The only time I ever really interject on it is in a case like this here on the channel, where a game that I'm excited for is directly in the middle of PlayStation fans and Xbox fans arguing about dumb stuff. And this to me is dumb stuff. This just seems like common sense. You should have saw this coming. You didn't need a report from VGC or IGN or whatever to tell you that this probably happened, and now we know it happened. I don't know how we're surprised by it. But that's really all I'm saying with this video. I mean, when it comes to Redfall, if I want to play it, I gotta play it on the Xbox ecosystem. That's my Xbox consoles, or that's my PC. Same with Spider-Man 2. If I want to play that, I gotta play it on PS5. I'm not playing Spider-Man 2 on my Xbox. I wish I could, but that's just... it's not the world we live in, unfortunately. But that's the way it is. That's business. And I don't know why we're so surprised about that. But that's really all I've got to say on this whole thing. I don't think that this should be overshadowing the fact that Redfall is getting rave previews right now. We're not at the review stage. These are rave previews. People are pretty much in agreement that Redfall is fantastic just off of these previews. And I think that's great news for everybody who's excited for the game, myself included. I don't think that the fact that there's not a PS5 version of the game should overshadow that, considering the fact that you knew damn well there wasn't going to be a PS5 version. It was already announced there's no PS5 version. There was never at any point announced a PS5 version of this game. It's not news that it doesn't exist. Let's just enjoy the game. Let's play the game. Let's have fun. That's all I can say about this. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about all this. And if you don't have any thoughts on it, leave a comment down below anyway. It just helps in the algorithm. Helps me get the videos out to more people, which is very much appreciated. Leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're enjoying this kind of content and you want to stay up to date with it going forward over here on the channel, the best way to do that is consider subscribing. Consider ringing the notification bell, because that helps you stay up to date with everything that happens over here on the channel. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.